Since 2008, he's traveled to more than 30 countries, learned 5 languages, became a famous DJ in Berlin in less than 90 days, and he's lived in the wilderness for a month, Lola, with no backpack, tent, nothing.
Really?
Just out there.
Wow, Maneesh. Okay. Well, here to tell us how we can have a healthier, happier, and more productive life without breaking the bank is Maneesh Sethi.
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 Yeah.
Maneesh Sethi. Where's that from?
It's Indian.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll keep it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Some exciting journeys in your life, right?
Yeah, a lot of journeys.
Wow.
I love to see different places and try out different things no matter where I am. So.
Now, you have a company called hackthesystem.com.
Yeah.
Now, when you hear hacking, hacking usually has a negative connotation. You're not saying that we do anything illegal, are you, Maneesh?
Definitely not.
Okay, so
yeah.
how does this work? How does hackthesystem.com work exactly?
So it might be easier to understand if I say beat the system. Just unfortunately, that domain name was already taken. So, so I got stuck with hack the system. But hacking is not about stealing or cheating. It's about figuring out unconventional ways to succeed, essentially. So on my website, hackthesystem.com, I talk about how you can hack fame by, figuring out ways to become famous without actually doing all the hard work sometimes.
How do we hack fame?
Yeah, how do you hack fame? So a good example is the 90 Days project to becoming a DJ in Berlin. I did this in 2011 in Berlin, and me and my partner moved to Berlin, and we bought Facebook fans, and we created a fake booking agency that would represent us. And Will from Regal Entertainment or whatever, it was just me on the phone, would call up different clubs and be like, hi, I represent DJ Maneesh. He's a famous DJ in the US.
No
He's
way.
well known for dubstep and house. And like within a month or two, we were being flown around Europe being paid, 1,000 to 2,000 euros a night.
Wow.
So that was an example of hacking fame.
Do you know how to DJ? Or did you?
I did. I learned enough.
Play on the tape.
Right? Nobody's seeing if I'm on iTunes or if I'm a DJ. No, I can DJ. I do. But yeah.
So you could have also named it Fake It Till You Make It then, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, that could have worked too.
Yeah, the 90 Days project was just sort of the funny name. Also, the domain was available. So.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you travel a great deal as well, and you usually travel first class and you don't pay for plane tickets. How do you get away with that?
Yes.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite systems, is the frequent flyer hack. So if you go to hackthesystem.com, you'll see articles all about this everywhere, but it's essentially, when you sign up for a credit card in the United States, they give you frequent flyer miles. And this is totally legal. You're not hurting anybody. You're not getting in trouble. There's nothing wrong. So if you go and you sign up for an Amex card, for example, they'll give you 50,000 points if you spend $1,000 in 3 months. You meet this minimum spend. So instead of just signing up for one card, I'll sign up for 10 or 15. And then I'll cancel the cards when I'm done so I don't have to pay any fee. And then I'll wait a year and then reapply again.
Okay, but Maneesh, what does this do to your credit score?
Yeah, it's the first question.
Right.
I know, if you go to the FAQ, that's the first question on the score. I've tracked it with over 100 people who have done exactly what I've done. And essentially the first 6 months, your credit drops about 2 to 4%. And then after 6 months, it goes back up to 0, and then it increases over time. So my credit score is currently is a 743. It's an excellent. So,
wow, you got good credit.
Yeah, I know.
And with all these credit cards.
With all these credit cards.
Well, you don't work, so how do you make all this happen? Where do you get the money to do all this traveling besides credit cards?
So I wouldn't say I don't work. I've built a business that allows me to work as few hours or as many hours as I want a week. So for example, on my website, if you sign up for the website, you'll get emails, and maybe every once in a while, I'll recommend something that I really like, some kind of product that I really like, or I'll recommend an Amazon product that I bought. I have like an article about how I travel with just a 28-liter backpack for 2 years, and I put Amazon links to all the things I bought. And people might buy one of those items, and then I get a commission, So that's a way, and then I've also done, that's one of the ways in which I make money.
So just not a traditional 9 to 5.
It's just not a traditional 9 to 5.
Do you ever feel guilty about gaming the system? Like while the rest of us toil like 60, 70 hours a week to pay for these fabulous trips, and you just show up.
And that amazing necklace,
right?
With
this amazing necklace, and you show up with your 100 credit cards.
I'm like, what's up? We put that on miles. Can I order it?
No, seriously, do you ever feel like, what I'm doing is a bit dodgy?
I don't feel guilty because I think that everybody can do what I'm doing. And that's what the site is about. It's about showing the world that there is a way to basically succeed. And they can just do what I'm doing if they were able to follow, not to follow the herd, but to do things against the rules. Just today, I was coming back from Jersey, and I was getting off at Penn Station, and everybody's going into the main line to go up the stairs, and I just ran up the down escalator. And I was like, why are these guys wasting their time? Like, you could just go up the down escalator and save yourself 10 minutes.
So that's one way of getting around the system.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. So when exactly did you start hacking the system or balancing out, making it equal? The system, maybe that's another way of looking at it. When did you start doing it, and when did you know that, hey, I'm onto something here, this could work?
Yeah, it was in 2008. I was studying abroad in Florence, Italy, and I went, it was really sad because I didn't want to go home, so I went out to a party, and I maybe drank a little bit too much, and then in the morning I woke up and I checked my email, and there was an email from United Airlines, confirmation G6396, you have purchased a ticket to Buenos Aires. And I was like, what did I do?
You did that when you were drunk or high?
I don't know what I was, but it was probably not good. No, it just needed to be done. I think Maneesh knew what other Maneesh knew what needed to be done.
Your inner Maneesh.
Like inner Maneesh.
Okay.
So basically, I decided to go to Buenos Aires and just see what happened. And as I went to Buenos Aires, I started blogging about my journey. I read a book by Tim Ferriss called The 4-Hour Workweek, where he talked about. Yeah, it's a great name, right? And he talked about how you can optimize the world to, like, there's the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. 80% of your income or 80% of your results will come from 20% of your effort. So if you optimize to just do the 20% effort, you'll be able to, get the best results. So I found that there are specific things that I was doing that was making me more money than the other things. I found that, like, Facebook and Twitter were not as successful as, actually focusing on output. And I started to focus on the correct things. And over time, it led to success.
Well, those things have been successful, but you've done some crazy things as well. Like, you hired a girl to slap you in the face. That sounds a little much. What did you get out of that, and why did you do it?
That sounds a little freaky,
crazy, right?
Maneesh.
Freaky,
A little freaky.
Oh, my God.
What was that about?
Yeah, so essentially, I found myself on Facebook and Twitter far too much. My to-dos were just not getting done. So instead, I realized that maybe I just needed somebody to sit down next to me and enforce my own rules. So I went ahead and I put up a Craigslist post that was...
Dang, she's getting some good slaps in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Kara.
You got knocked up. Ow. No, I'm kidding.
So was that a dominatrix? Or
No, that's also the first question. The second question, the FAQ.
Okay.
Are you into dominatrix? No, I'm just joking about that. But basically, I realized that my productivity was at an all-time low of 20% a day. That means I was spending 6 hours a day on Facebook and Twitter and 2 hours a day on my actual work. So I had this girl sit down next to me, and every time I used Facebook, she slapped me in the face. And essentially, it was kind of like a Pavlovian training thing. This video, they love watching
Yeah,
slaps.
we can't get enough of it. You can sell this video on your site, too.
Yeah, this is actually my most successful article of all time. It's been in over 100 newspapers and news sources all over the world, and my productivity quadrupled from 20% to over 90%.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
If someone was slapping you to get focused, maybe I should try that with you.
No, I'm good.
Feel free.
I'm good, trust me. I could just
If you want to slap me, go for it. I have nothing else to do.
Just tie a string
That
to your
would be
finger
good
as a
TV.
reminder.
Come here.
Look. Oh!
Another one.
Are you focused?
I know I am now. I'm not using Facebook for at least half an hour.
Okay. Well, you have ADD though, don't you?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And you said that you think that the ADD. Do you think it helps or hurts your productivity?
Oh, it freaking hurts.
It hurts.
Oh, it hurts my productivity, but there's a lot of positives. I feel like the ADD allows me to look at the world in a different way.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's also, it's positive in that extent, but it's negative because it's hard to sometimes just get things done. And I was talking with one of the most famous researchers of ADD in the U.S. And he said that almost every CEO in the world, in Fortune 500, has severe ADD.
Really?
But they all have a COO, a chief of operations, who's focused. So they'll say like, oh, this is the coolest things. But you should, but now chief of operations, you do what I thought of. And that is the most effective
So they have
way.
someone to slap them to get them online. Make sure they stay focused, right?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. The CEOs are not inviting me to their houses yet.
So you have a video about how to get free office space around the world. You've done this in all over, South Africa, New York City, everywhere. How do you pull this off?
So I have a really cool code that allows me to get free offices. It's like a business lounge office, so that means that you can stay in the office till 6 p.m., but you can't leave your stuff there. But if you are going to a new city and you need some place with free Wi-Fi and free coffee and you just need somewhere to stay and work, this professional environment where you can answer phones, I have a really cool way to get this office space. And I was mentioning that I can't give it out on TV, but if you go to the website hackthesystem.com/free office, you'll be able to get access to it instantly.
Okay, I'm definitely going to be there after the show. But what are some other things we can see?
But we have a video of it. Let's take a look at the video.
See it? Yeah. Okay, check it out.
This one's filmed in Colombia. Yeah, guys, so I want to show you the kind of office space that I've been using, traveling around the world and paying exactly $0 a year for. So right now we're in the center of Colombia, we're in the center of Medellin, we're at an amazing office complex with 5-star hotels, and I want to show you the office that I'm getting for free in this pretty cool city. So check it out, come with me. Hey, so have you guys ever been to a new city, or even back at home, and you just wanted some silence and some high-speed Wi-Fi and maybe even some free coffee? So that's what I use this office space for. Whether you have a business, or whether you're traveling, or whether you're just at home, this is a great office space to use. So oftentimes we'll have awesome private conference rooms like this, or sometimes we'll have open air offices like the ones that we'll be using today. We have assistants, a little cubicle here with a computer if you forget to bring your own.
I've been in offices just like this. I've been in Bogota, I've been in India, I've been in Brazil, I've been in the same kind of office with the same company in New York and San Francisco paying nothing.
Goodness.
Now that sounds like a nice little hack the system I would like to do.
Yeah, there's my office in New York is in Madison Square Park.
Really?
Yeah, it's right on the 25th floor. It's
It's
nice.
a beautiful park too. So tell us how to do that again. You're saying we go to what? hackthesystem.com/what?
hackthesystem.com/free office.
Free office.
Yeah.
And so that's how our viewers can have a slick office like the one you have.
Yeah, just scroll to the bottom and type in the information and you're good to go.
Now, before we go, I need to know a few more of your tricks. What has made it into like your Hackers Hall of Fame? Things that make you even say, wow, that was a good one. You know, what else can we get away with?
Yeah, well, I can tell you, for example, one of my favorite articles on my site that's not written by me is by this music producer named Alex Day. He's a 23-year-old guy from London. He wrote a post on my website called How I Became a Famous Musician. And what he did was he realized that in the Billboard list in the UK, the top 40, there was an interesting problem with the rules. He read the rules and regulations, and they had this rule that if you release 2 versions of a song, let's say the original and the remix at the same time, and somebody buys 2 copies, you get 2 sales instead of just 1. So he decided on Christmas Day, which in the UK is a big deal, it's the hardest day to get on the top list, he released 11 versions of his song.
Wow.
3 days later, he was number 4 on the top 40 list. He pushed down Coldplay.
What?
And he won a Guinness record for the world's highest rated musician without ever having a record label behind him.
He made himself a star.
He made himself a star.
Wow.
And it's just by looking at the rules, looking at the regulations, and figuring out specific ways that you can succeed that other people don't realize or don't know about or aren't willing to exploit or attempt. And if you follow those ways, you'll be able to succeed.
So give us one last one that everybody can use in their everyday life, like free gas, you know. What else you got?
One that everybody can use in their everyday life. Well, let's see. If you go to free gas, that's a good one. I should figure out a way to get free gas. A really easy, really quick hack that someone can do is on Gmail.
Okay.
If you go to Gmail, everyone's getting 1,000 emails a day, and it's a waste of time. I released a video that was pretty popular on my site about how to hack Gmail and save hours a week. And all you have to do is basically start creating filters on your Gmail, and nobody does this. And if you take all of the emails you get for a week that you don't really read, and you tag it as non-essential, and you filter it away from your inbox, and I'll show you how if you go there.
Oh, that's
then,
awesome.
I did this just for 1 week, 6 months ago. And since then, my email reading time, I used to get 1,000 emails a day, and now it's down to like 60 to 80, just by 1 week of work.
That is
Okay, well
great.
that's an easy one. I'm definitely gonna have to try.
Really quickly, how much money do you make, Maneesh?
I mean, I'm not going to say exactly how much money I make today.
Why not?
Come on, it's okay.
I mean, because I don't even know, really.
You're that paid?
Must be nice.
It's all on credit cards, right? No, but I will say that for the first 3 years of traveling, I made less than $20,000 to $30,000 a year, and it was enough to fund my living in Buenos Aires, Brazil, India, Mexico, Colombia, and paying for the plane tickets, first class, and the hotel rooms. So.
Wow, and now you're making over 500,000?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I'll try to get you there. Okay.
But if Arise wants to put in some money to make that true, I'll take it.
All right.
Keep us hacking this system, make us #1, and we'll have to work something out.
You got to hack our numbers up. Like, hook us up.
Right.
All right, that's
Work
a
it
deal.
out, work it out.
Definitely.
Manish, so good meeting you. Thank you for all that good advice. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.